Well, we saw Declan in a regular uniform on Monday. How's he looking, and what's his prognosis?
He looks 100% to me, and we'll wait to see what the medical report says after day. But he's been non-contact, and we've had a couple days where we've scrimmaged a little bit and played some 5-on-5 hockey, game-like situations, and he looks good.
You got a couple of young Jets prospects in the, return to you guys from the OHL, and Danny Zhilkin and Dmitry Kuzmin. What have you thought of them so far?
They look good. They bring lots of energy. We've had scrimmages that they've fit into, and they've been up to pace, and they've made good plays. So, they both fit in real well, and they look comfortable.
Coach, how would you sum up your feelings with the group just kind of heading into the playoffs here at this point?
You know what? We've had a long rest. It's been 12 days, I think, and they've handled the schedule real well. I think we've done all the right things. We've had game-like situations in practice, and as I said, we've scrimmaged with referees and tried to make them remember the rules. It was 12 days ago, so I feel good about them, and I think they feel good about themselves, which is probably more important.
Obviously not. I think you're 3-7 to end the regular season. What could you point to as being maybe the results you want to see cleaned up? The reason for that, as far as you want to be seen cleaned up going into the playoffs. Sorry.
You know what? That surprises me. That we were 3-7. To me, we played good hockey coming down the stretch. We won some games that we needed to win to get points to get into the playoffs. We were playing against hungry teams. We changed our lineup sometimes. A lot of things went on in those games, but we went into Texas, first place hockey team, and beat them and got the point that we needed to make the playoffs with, and we carried on from there. So I look at us down the stretch. I thought we were good. And, in saying that, we were missing some key players in those times as well, which we have back now.
Milwaukee is one of the top power plays in the league. In the film study you've done, what have you seen that makes that unit so successful for them?
They have great net frontage. They have strong. They have somebody strong in every position. They've got some one-timers. They're strong all over on it, and they have two units. So we know those players. We watch them play in the NHL as much as we did in the American League. So they're good hockey players, and they've got a high skill level.
And both teams that had the choice chose to start on the road. As the team that's starting at home, what are some advantages you can take from the first two games being Friday, Sunday here at home?
Yeah, you know what? We did this last year. For me, home ice it's great and all that, but we're just going to take it game by game here, no matter where we play. So sometimes the pressure's off when you're on the road. Sometimes it's not. I don't really read into it too much. I think we're happy to be here right now. We're going to play game one as hard as we can.
Can you talk a little bit more about the break you've had these last 12 days and how beneficial that could be?
Well, beneficial for sure in some ways. I mean, we had some injuries that we got to clear up and got some guys back in the lineup healthy. So it definitely helped for that. And a lot of guys with, smaller injuries than others, but we got them all back. We have a full healthy squad. So that was probably the biggest way it helped us. Hurt, it can probably, take your edge off a little bit. You're not used to game situations, but it's the same for both teams here. So.
And we saw the crowd come out for the Jets for these playoff games. How does a crowd like that help the Moose here at home?
I think they love to see it. That's a special thing in hockey. What you see here in Winnipeg, fan base wise. So it's a special place to play, and I think it bleeds into the Moose a little bit. They like to see that as well, for sure.
Do you know who your goalie is?
I do not. Well, we don't have many here, so we'll wait and see.
If I maybe hypothetical, but if Ascari and Arvid are still up, is it fair to say Cormier is the guy? Or?
It'd be fair to say that we would lean towards that. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.